Welcome to the second part of this week's vlog. Today is Wednesday, which means it is the Euro semi-final. I genuinely think this could go either way. I think we might be a little bit overconfident, which could work against us. So, who knows? But I'm going to run over to the shop, get myself a pizza, I think, to sit and watch the first half with, just because I had a pizza last time. And it's become a bit of a good luck omen. That's the plan for that. I jumped on the ride last night. We had Andy Creer's first unbanded group ride. It was awesome. So much fun. It's so different to the banded because you have to just sort of pay that little bit more attention to obviously trying to stay with the group leader, but also you tend to flow a bit freer around the group and you can drop back and help people out. It's been a long time since I've done an unbanded ride. I'm quite used to things like the pack rides and the herd rides where you've got a huge number of people. This was quite good because there was about 15 of us, I think. We just formed towards the end. Everyone's getting used to doing an unbanded ride, forming a big blob. I think the hill at the start didn't necessarily help because we were doing it in France and we ended up going straight up the hill before any flat flat roads at all. But it was so much fun, and that's going to become a regular ride on the schedule. 7:30 UK time on a Tuesday night, every other week, interchanging with Jill's banded ride on a Tuesday night as well. So I'm so chuffed to have another ride in the schedule, and that now makes 3 days of rides mixing between group rides and races, which is brilliant. I'm gonna get myself sorted, get over to the shop, get ready for the game. See you in a bit. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. The final. Come on. I had no words last night. I can't believe it. After following the national team for 30 plus years and having a constant disappointment of underachieving or, bad refereeing decisions or whatever it has been over the last God knows how long, we're in a final, and that's something I genuinely never thought I'd see in my lifetime. Yeah, we might not win it, but it just feels like we've made so much progress in the last few years, which is just incredible, really. Who knows what way that's going to go, but doesn't matter. Tonight is race day, TT race day, the one where it's all on your own head. Not my favourite. We're doing the London Classic course. Going to load up Zwift, jump on, and I'll see you on the bike.
Right, so we started. Unfortunately, I've had a bit of an issue with the camera, so you can't see my face, I'm afraid, and the pain that I'm going to be going through on this one. Just want to keep it nice and steady for a little while if I can. Started a little bit later, or slower I should say, because of the camera. Okay, so I laid the camera in a different way. 2 minutes 10 in. I'll settled in. I haven't been left totally behind yet, which is what normally happens. So just want to settle in, keep it steady, 15k, and then see if I've got anything left, maybe in the last sort of 5k or so, see where I am in relation to others. Just to get my head down for a bit, settle into that rhythm. Okay, so I had to push quite a bit up that hill to keep my place. Now I need to find a way of backing off for a bit, just to recover slightly. In a group of riders here, B Dark, C Clegg, myself, Jay Williams. Just want to try and stay with him if I can. But every time we come around to that hill, it's going to take a big effort. I wasn't taking my own advice there. For some reason, I've been trying to catch the person in front every time and going up into the red zone, then having to drop down back into the blue rather than keeping it consistent. Just won't learn that lesson, will I? Try and do it now. Getting away from C-Clegg. I've been trying my hardest to stay ahead of him. He's been pushing me all the way. We've been catching B Dark, and Jay Williams isn't far behind. This is frantic pace. 13 minutes in, not quite halfway yet. Oh, this hurts. Jay Williams came past on the hill towards the top, and I've definitely lost the group in front now. C-Clegg and B Dark 15 seconds ahead. Jay Williams already made 5 seconds up on me. Now, one day we're going to do a downhill race. Right. I can't jump forward, I need to concentrate on this too much, but from what I can see in my screen, C Finlayson, 50 seconds ahead, followed by M Pierce, and you got M Hyde just behind, and then a group of 3, D Howarth, G Fat Bike and C Ritchie, 6 seconds ahead of Gutman, sorry, apologies, you did tell me, B Dark just behind, C Clegg, and then Jay Williams. And then me, Ian, 10 seconds behind, A Pimer, and then Pete Cronell. I'm sorry, I'm trying to put everything I can into this. 6.2 kilometres left to go. Come on. It's really starting to struggle now. There we're going to see a lot of that power and then lift off now for the rest of the 4 kilometres here. Got a 3-second lead over Jay Williams, but that'll disappear rapidly on the hill, no doubt. I now got a problem. I buried myself up that hill. Now I just got to find enough to stay ahead and keep a 1 second gap. I don't know if I've got it. Oh man. I just put out the most of power that I could, just to hope that it's a deterrent to try. Oh, there's the finishing line. 10 seconds. Hopefully, that's enough. Oh, come on. Oh yeah. Oh, it is so good to have a race for once where I felt strong. I felt really strong. I left it all out. I couldn't have gone like that pace for much longer. That's for sure. But considering the last few weeks, no technical issues and a good ride, I take it, apart from the camera mess up. But yeah, that felt good. Let's have a look at the final results then. So we got N Corbin wins it, B Cat 24.47, N Barber 22 seconds behind, 25.09 in second. S Greaves first C Cat over the line, 25.31, followed by C Waring in fourth, 13 seconds behind. Then C Jupp in fifth, 26.20. And then just over a minute behind, M Pierce in sixth, followed by C Finlayson, 4 seconds behind. M Hyde in eighth, 27.44. First D Cat rider over the line, D Howarth, 28.01. 4 seconds behind G Fat Bike. Well, that's 4 seconds if you look at one clock and 2 seconds if you look at the other. Must have been a great race into the line, guys. Also followed here by R Gutman, 2 seconds behind, 38.05. And then a second behind that is C Ritchie. That must have been some great racing towards the end. I'm sorry I couldn't catch it, guys. I was, I had to just focus on my race. I wanted to put everything I can in this week, so I'm a bit gutted I missed it. Sorry. B Dark in 13th, 28.15, followed by C Clegg. Myself, 8 seconds behind, and then Jay Williams is 16th. That was a bit of a race we had for a while. B Dark, C Clegg, myself, and Jay Williams, and it sort of spread itself out as the race went on. And then I had a nice little battle with Jay Williams. Great racing. Just about got to the end ahead. I genuinely thought you'd catch me on that last hill, as you had done the previous 2 times. So 17th, Ian, 28.53, and then A Pimer and B Krynor. Great racing, everybody. I feel good because I've finally put in a good performance. I'm happy. I am happy. I know Andy Creer likes to point out what are becoming my catchphrases, but I'm going to jump off, have a shower, get some dinner, and we'll have a wrap up in a bit. You can't help but laugh at that. So it just shows how close the FTP test, my previous FTP and my current one, is. 2 watt increase, and that's 4 watts above my FTP. So we're in the right ballpark anyway.
That's better. Finally, a race. First time in weeks where I felt strong. I can push and I can challenge a bit, which is it's been something that's been missing for the last sort of 4 weeks or so. I had a little bit of a battle out for the first sort of lap or so with C Clegg, B Dark and Jay Williams, and we were just together sort of moving backwards and forwards amongst each other. And the further we went on, we sort of gradually split apart, and I had Jay Williams right behind me for a lot of the second lap. We went up the hill for the second time, and I tried my best to keep up, but I couldn't at that stage. And then obviously caught as we were going around the lap again, and I thought I was going to get caught as we went up the final time. But luckily, I think I just pushed enough, found enough in the tank to get over the line. The interesting thing actually in previous TT races specifically, and other races, is my spiky power. So you see it goes up, spikes up, and then drops down, up and down. This was, whilst it's still slightly spiky, was a little bit flatter for as long as I could. And then I got to that kind of last a couple of kilometres and sort of reverted to the way of old, really, just trying to burst out as much as I could and then having to just recover from it. So you'll see towards the end, it was much more spiky. And I was coming down towards the finish line, and I just thought, I'm going to put in everything I had to just try and show that I had something left in my legs to pot off any challenges, I think. I basically coasted across the line, but really enjoyed that. Couple of close races in there as well, which is awesome to see. For the first time in a long time, I've enjoyed a TT, and I don't often say that about TT, so I'm pleased we've done that one. Let's talk about food. I want to try and include a little bit more about food in the vlogs. So today, trusty old Gusto, we had an oven-baked coconutty vegetable curry. I'll put a proper video up on here. It's about 475 calories in that region. Really, really good, really tasty. It's been a long time since I've had a bad gusto meal. Really enjoy it. It was quite spicy, on the spicy side, but I love the sweet potatoes in there. Sort of give that sweetness to the spice. So yeah, really enjoyed that. I'm not trying to be a food blogger at all, as you could probably tell. Yeah, so it's Thursday night. Gonna go to bed. Tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow will be the cut-off point for this week's vlog. And I'll do the garden update tomorrow because, touch wood, we should be relatively close to having it finished. We are having some tree surgeons turn up in the morning, 7:30 tomorrow morning, to do some work. We've got a big oak tree out the front of our house that just needs to be cut back. So yeah, not the most exciting day tomorrow. Maybe I will jump on the bike, depending on how the legs feel after today's race. We shall see, but I'll catch you tomorrow. It's Friday morning. We got a message last night to say that the little ones are allowed to wear something red and white to school today to celebrate Sunday. So just on my way over to Tesco's just to see if they've got anything remaining. I'll be very surprised if they have, but I'm going to have a look, see if I can find her in England top of some kind, so fingers crossed. Semi-successful. The last thing that they had in her size is red. It'll tick the box, and it's football related, so it'll do. Everything else is pretty much gone, so yeah, hopefully she likes it. T-shirt went down a treat. She loved it. She did mention like 3 or 4 other kids at school have the same T-shirt, so obviously a lot of parents did the same thing as what I did yesterday morning, but I'm glad she liked that. I am in the garden and I have set this up, a gazebo, ready for the football on Sunday, but I thought I'd do a very quick garden update. So close, so close. So the grouting has now been done. Let me turn the camera around. Okay, so as you can see, all the grouting has been done, which is awesome. That has taken a long time to dry just because of the wet weather, as we are continuing to have now. But if you look over there, we have the AstroTurf that's gone down. We picked AstroTurf rather than real grass because we were thinking about an area for the little one to play in that would last the next sort of few years without too much maintenance. You can see here this last little bit is the last bit that needs to be cut and just glued down. These slabs are on there just to hold the previous glue in place of where the joining lines are. But we're out in the rain. I think it looks awesome. Really, really, really happy with that. And there is one other thing that we have done. I say we have done. I haven't done it. My wife has worked. She's always wanted something, and she's worked building up her business for 4 or 5 years. I'm so proud of her and the amount of effort and time she's put into trying to make that a success, and it is a success. But there's one thing she's always wanted, and one thing she has saved for completely on her own back for a number of years, so that she can have it, and it got delivered during the week. We now have a hot tub. We've been in it a couple of times. It is really good. It's really difficult to get the balances levels right in there, in terms of the chlorine and the pH levels, but we're learning that. And all of this is sort of phase 2 of the garden. Is going to be decking around here, as we've discussed before, just to sit around that quite nicely, and then probably something over the top as a roof for it. So yeah, I mean, genuinely, that was totally on our own back, saving, working so hard because it's something she was so desperate to have. I now we've got it, I love it, but I was a bit like, I'm not sure it's something I really want. But I mean she's done so well, so I'm going to make full use of that after rides as well, so I'm looking forward to it. So last few bits to happen in here, but it's pretty much there. A second phase probably starting next week on the decking, and then we'll have a nice garden. It's so nice to step out now onto this, which is usable, and it's raining, and I'm not going to get covered in mud and all that other rubbish. So I'm so happy, so happy. Let's talk about next week's ride. So Tuesday we have Jill's banded group ride. That is going to be at 7:30 UK time. She put a poll up on the Facebook group to kind of fit in, because there are a lot of people who joined Andy's ride on Tuesday at the same time, so you can going to shift that an hour later because it might be better for people to join that one. So that was Tuesday night, and then we got Thursday night, back to a standard race night on Thursday night, and the group ride on Saturday. Do sign up. All the links will be in the description below via Spond or Google Forms. I'll have a think about the routes that we'll do on the rides that I run. I think the best way to do it on catching up for the amount of riding that I've done in a week is to do that on the Wednesday vlog, just because I can then cover all the way through to Sunday in case I jump on Sunday. So I'll do that in the next one. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the 2 vlog shorter format this week. Positives, negatives, like it, dislike it. Do let me know. Always looking for feedback and to know what you guys think. So let me know below. Really happy this week. I did an FTP test, as you know, in the previous vlog, and I did the race on Thursday night, which I've just felt really strong for. So I feel like I'm getting my legs back. So I'm happy, and I'm ending this week, this vlog, happy. So on to next week. More rides, more kilometers in the legs, and hopefully I'll see you there. Do hit like, subscribe, all of that stuff, and I'll see you next time. Actually, before I go, I want to say a huge thank you to Simon Greaves for becoming the latest channel member on Buy Me a Coffee. And thank you to everybody else who's donated there this week as well. If it's something you're interested in, the link is in the description below. And thank you to everybody. It really does mean a lot. Thank you. I'll see you next week.